Hello, YouTube community. It's Robert S., and welcome back to Robscure Music. Today's video is actually a response to a thread started by my friend Stephen Schnee. He's doing, apparently not for the first time, a Holy Trinity challenge. And the rules of this are pretty simple. Basically, he wants us to take an artist that has at least 5 albums, studio albums that were released, and pick 3 consecutive albums that we consider the quote-unquote Holy Trinity. If, for example, you wanted to have somebody that you know get into the artist, which 3 consecutive albums, studio albums, would you recommend? Again, studio albums, no live albums, no greatest hits, no soundtracks or whatever. So since it is a Holy Trinity, I picked 3 artists. And we'll start with one of my favorites from the 70s, Dan Fogelberg. This album, Souvenirs, is actually his second album. The first one he released was Home Free. But this is a fantastic album. It's got a gatefold. Open that up. Got all the lyrics. You've got some of the amazing songs on here. Part of the Plan, Changing Horses, Better Change, As the Raven Flies. Love that song. Love the guitar work in it. Morning Sky with the banjo, real, sort of bluegrass feel to it. Someone's Been Telling You Stories. There's a Place in the World for a Gambler. Absolutely fantastic sophomore album from Dan Fogelberg. And then he follows that up, and that was in 1974, I believe. Yes, 74. Then in 1975, he comes out with Captured Angel, one of my all-time favorite Dan Fogelberg albums. Another gatefold. He was very good about giving us gatefold albums, again with all the lyrics. And the lyrics are, at times, amazing. And this album has got, again, fantastic songs. Starts out with a sort of a quick minute or so instrumental called Aspen. Goes into These Days. Next song, Comes and Goes. A Woman's Like the Wind, She Comes and Goes. Captured Angels, fantastic. Next Time, amazing song. Man in the Mirror. Below the Surface. Crow is great. And then The Last Nail, absolutely fantastic. And I think I did highlight some of the songs from Dan Fogelberg in one of my earlier videos. And then to complete the 3 consecutive albums, he comes out with this one in 1977 called Netherlands. And this one is somewhat different, whereas that was, the first 2 were much more folk, country rock, pre-Eagles type of music. Here, it has a more sort of angelic feel to it. Many of the songs he does in falsetto, so somewhat different, but again, fascinating. Absolutely fantastic album. Netherlands is amazing. Dancing Shoes, Lessons Learned, Love Gone By, which I believe was the single off of this. Promises Made, Scarecrow's Dream, wonderful. Sketches, False Faces. Perfect 1-2-3 punch from Dan Fogelberg in the mid to somewhat late 70s. Then around that time, in the late 70s, 78, I believe. No, 77. I just finished with the 77 from Dan Fogelberg. Also in 77, Elvis Costello, My Aim Is True. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Elvis Costello in this album. And this song, of course, Allison, which was a big hit for him. Kind of put Elvis on the map. But again, fantastic album. Welcome to the Working Week, Miracle Man, No Dancing, Blame It on Cain, Allison, Sneaky Feelings, Watching the Detectives. What an amazing song that is. The Angels Want to Wear My Red Shoes opens up side 2. Less Than Zero, Mystery Dance, Pay It Back, I'm Not Angry, and Waiting for the End of the World. What a fantastic album. So 1977. As amazing as that album is, the following year he comes out with what is masterful album, my favorite Elvis Costello album, This Year's Model. What an incredible album this is. I mean, I think everybody should own this. Whether you like Elvis or not, you should own this. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, the songs on here, and I'll read them off. You got No Action, This Year's Girl, The Beat, Pump It Up, Little Triggers, You Belong to Me. Side 2, Hand in Hand, Lip Service, great song. Living in Paradise, Lipstick Vogue, and Radio Radio. Perfect from start to finish. Then, later in 78, he comes out with Armed Forces, Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Another amazing album by Elvis. Accidents Will Happen, Senior Service, Oliver's Army, Big Boys, Green Shirt, Party Girl, Goon Squad, Busybodies, Moods for Moderns, Chemistry Class, Two Little Hitlers, and What's So Funny About Love, Peace, and Understanding? Absolutely nothing. So, Dan Fogelberg, Elvis Costello. And of course, when you consider a holy trinity, what comes to mind? Madonna. But not the Madonna, a Madonna. This Madonna in particular. So we ended the last one with 1978. Then in 1980, 82, Madonna comes out with her debut album. And I believe the first single she had on this was Everybody, which did very well on the dance charts. I believe Burning Up may have also done well on the dance charts. Then she issues Holiday, Lucky Star, and Borderline. All 3 top 40, I believe even top 20 hits. Incredible debut album from Madonna. And how does she follow that up? Like a Virgin. I think everybody's familiar with this song. You know what? Too much glare. Let's take this out of here. Bear with me a moment. Got the track listing there. And again, absolutely fantastic album. Obviously, Like a Virgin. Material Girl is on here. Love Don't Live Here Anymore, Dress You Up. Just absolutely amazing Madonna album. And then for like third Madonna album, third consecutive album, and the last of my Holy Trinity, True Blue. Papa Don't Preach, big hit back in the day. And this is like 1986, I believe. Let's see. 86, yes. Open Your Heart, Live to Tell, True Blue, La Isla Bonita. Fantastic album. So that's it. Thank you, Steve, for starting this thread. I'm sorry I may have missed some of the earlier ones, but I'm trying to make up for that with this video now. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I encourage everyone to go check out Stephen Schnee's channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. Go check him out. Stay well, friends. And remember, if the music strikes a chord, let it play.